Thabo Motaung, and I'm a principal analyst in the advocacy division at the Competition Commission. I'm part of the team that helped organize and set up the exhibition. The exhibition really comes from came from a previous engagement that we had with young entrepreneurs around 2019, where we were engaging them on some of the barriers that they face in terms of entering and participating in markets. And so some of the issues or the barriers that they raised were, for example, lack of access to information, so whether this be information to access the market, information about funding that is available in the market, information about what government initiatives are there that are specifically directed for the youth. And so really the purpose of this exhibition was to help alleviate or overcome some of those barriers, right? By bringing together various government stakeholders to come together and to share information about what initiatives do they have that are specifically focused or designed to support young entrepreneurs and to ensure that young entrepreneurs succeed in establishing as well as running their businesses. So I'm very excited. I was very excited about the event. A lot of stress went into organizing the event, but it was a good turnout. We are really grateful to our stakeholders, to all the partners that came through today. We had SARS, we had the Department of Small Business Development, we had the CIPC, we had the IDC, we had CIFA, we had Gauteng Enterprise Propeller, we had the NYDA, we had the South African Youth Chamber of Commerce, we had the Johannesburg Chamber of Commerce and Industry, we had CEDA as well, we had the SABS, as well as the Triple B Commission, and of course not forgetting our department is the Department of Trade and Industry, as well as the Commission, of course. So we're very excited about the outcomes of this event and how it went, from our stakeholders, but also from the youth that came in today. It was so refreshing, to see young people coming and grabbing an opportunity of this nature, and saying, we want to know what government has in store for us. We want to grow our businesses, we want to enter into market, we want to excel in markets, we want to excel as entrepreneurs, and of course, given the current state of the economy, where unemployment is so high, it is very important that these young people succeed as entrepreneurs so that they too can become employers, and so that we can help resolve the crisis of unemployed youth that are hanging around in our communities. So we're very excited. We're hoping that this is the first of many. I know we've had requests to do this nationally, so I hope my commissioner and my manager will take this opportunity and the call and allow us to do this more often and in many more cities, particularly the rural and township areas who have people that are definitely not able to come to functions such as these because it's so far for them to travel. So we're hoping that one day we'll have an opportunity to take something of this nature to them. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lerato Masombuga. I'm from Bronkhorstspruit. I recently registered a private company and I'm here to seek information in terms of small enterprise funding and also just to get clarity on some of the questions that I have. The reason why I opened the company is just to have a source of income, since in South Africa there's no opportunities in terms of employment. So I would like also, one of my goals to have opportunities for the youth to also have employment. Thank you.
Hi ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mutabifuti Fetwa. I'm Managing Director for Izimbabwe Women's Organization. What I do women empowerment and construction. That's what we want to do. We want to change the world through gender-based violence and abuse that women are facing. So through our initiative, we're starting this initiative to make sure that we elevate our women, make them start their own businesses and make sure that they become self-employed and independent. Thank you so much.
Hi guys, my name is Vitek Nitsa. I'm working for an organization called Havoc Construction and Industrial Supply. we're really excited to be at this exhibition to find out more how we can upgrade from a level 1 to a level 2, to start competing with bigger businesses, being in the bigger league. How do we qualify for certain certificates? What do we do? And just what do we need to do to be better, to be bigger? Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you can hear me. Welcome to this exhibition for youth in business, hosted by the Competition Commission in conjunction with the Department of Trade, Industry and Competition. I will like to welcome Commissioner Doris Tsepe, who will say a few words to welcome you and also tell us why we are here today. Commissioner Tsepe, please come up.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to extend a very warm welcome to the various stakeholders who have partnered with the Competition Commission today to make this exhibition possible. I would also like to welcome all the attendees from various youth organizations and the general public. It is indeed a privilege to be able to gather here today in person, especially post-COVID-19. The Commission considers the relationship with key stakeholders to be all the more important in light of the immense economic challenges that our country faces, which require joint commitment to resolve. Such resolution must focus on building an economy that benefits all our people, as the President has called all of us to do. To achieve an inclusive economy, we must effectively support the growth of a vibrant and sustainable small, medium, and micro enterprises in our country. In June 2022, Stats SA issued their data, and this data shows that the burden of unemployment is concentrated among the youth of our country. They account for 59.5% of the total number of the unemployed in South Africa. With these high unemployment rates, many people have taken up entrepreneurial ventures in both the formal and informal sectors of our economy, many of whom are historically disadvantaged individuals, and they largely operate as small, medium, and micro enterprises. The country's market concentration levels, transformation and inequality concerns, which need to be addressed collectively by the business community and government, including regulators, are captured in the recent study published by the Competition Commission entitled Measurement of Concentration and Participation in South Africa. The study has revealed concerning themes on the level of concentration of the South African economy, which include the continued exclusion of SMMEs and HDIs, as well as their impact in increasing the high level of inequality and distribution of income in South Africa. We all know that SMEs play an important role in the development and growth of the South African economy, especially as we work towards achieving an economic recovery that promotes inclusivity and the growth of the local markets. It is therefore imperative for the Commission and all the key stakeholders in government to support young people and women who start to contribute to the country's much needed economic growth through SMMEs. The Youth in Business exhibition signifies the Competition Commission's efforts, together with various government stakeholders, to promote meaningful participation of the country's youth in the economy. The exhibition is aimed at assisting young entrepreneurs to access government services in relation to business regulation and funding. This work forms part of the Commission's broader Youth in Business advocacy program, which is intended to address some of the common barriers affecting the entry, participation, and sustainability of youth in business. You'll recall that in 2019, the Commission hosted a workshop on the barriers to entry for youth entrepreneurship in South Africa. The workshop revealed that key barriers affecting entry, participation, and sustainability of youth in business in broad terms include limited access to information, lack of awareness to funding, especially funding targeted at youth-owned businesses, and the lack of access to resources such as equipment and logistics, and so on and so forth. In light of these barriers, we have partnered with various government departments and their related agencies, as well as youth organizations, to share information and offer relevant services. As attendees for the exhibition, you will today have an opportunity to get more insights and practical assistance on business-related services such as funding, skills, development, mentorship, and business-related regulatory requirements. The exhibitors who will be at your service today include, obviously, the Competition Commission, the Department of Trade, Industry and Competition, the Department of Small Business Development, the Small Enterprise Development Agency, the Industrial Development Agency, the Companies and Intellectual Property Commission, the South African Revenue Services, who we saw are already very busy, the Johannesburg Chamber of Commerce Industry, the Gauteng Enterprise Propeller, the South African Bureau of Standards, the BBB Commission, and the South African Youth Chamber of Commerce. And we wish to thank these exhibitors for making time. You will all hear from all these stakeholders throughout the day as they share more information on their services and the way in which they can support you in your entrepreneurial ventures. I hope that this exhibition will make the services of these stakeholders more accessible to you all. Supporting the youth entrepreneurship is imperative for the country's economic recovery. Furthermore, the realization of an inclusive economy and the strengthening of competition in the South African economy are objectives that are central to the work of the Commission. This is more so in a post-COVID-19 economic environment. Therefore, for the Commission and all its stakeholders, this exhibition is certainly not a once-off event. The Commission will continue building on this initiative to ensure that competition regulation benefits young people. In conclusion, I hope that we will continue to collaborate with the stakeholders present today and many more in ensuring that young people are able to meaningfully participate in the South African economy. Thank you very much for the time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Tepe, for that welcome. I would now like to invite Mr. Tammy Claessens from the DTIC. He is the Acting Chief Director for Economic Infrastructure and Logistics. For him to say a few words, as I already mentioned, the DTIC is a partner with the Competition Commission in hosting this event. Mr. Claessens.
Thank you, Program Director, and good morning to you all. I trust this is a very good day, especially for some of the entrepreneurs that are here and those that are aspirant entrepreneurs as well. And I think it will be a worthwhile exercise that you visit the stalls as they have been unpacked on the different offerings that the Commissioner was talking about. what we are seized with as a country, it's these myriads of challenges that not only face the youth, but overall the country at large. And as the DTIC, together with our partners, in particular the Competition Commission, we have put together a set of programs which are governed by 3 fundamental offerings or strategies, I may call. The first one will be, how do we industrialize the country? And I think you would all know that the term industrialization has been bandied about in all areas, but it has particular, I think, application when it comes to the DTIC. We are seeking that every offering and every project that we do, every program that we have, it must give us a certain output to how we industrialize. But we need to see companies manufacturing, we need to see companies getting into the value chains and being competitive in those areas. We have a suite of incentives that also support that. In our reporting structure, we make sure that, in fact, the youth, we get that data in terms of the impact that we create on how the youth is participating on the different industries and different sectors. Generally in South Africa, I think coming from the past, we know it's been a slow change where most of the youth have been participating in sort of service-oriented kind of work. But we seek that they now start to be active, not only in the digital economy, but in those ventures which are manufacturing focused. The second issue that we focus in as the DTIC is transformation. And in these issues of transformation, yes, we touch the issues of getting the women in the mainstream of the economy being active, but also the youth, because we are currently having more than 65% of unemployment. In other areas, it's more than 80% of the population being unemployed. And chunk of those, more than 65%, you would find that it's youth. We need to address that by making sure that you as entrepreneurs who are here today do drive the agenda of transforming the economy. We've got some of the areas which are more urbanized than others. So we need to create value chains, region by region, districts to districts, provinces by province, so that we become activists in running the industries, in transforming the industries, in transforming the economy. What we seek to see is that we should see a change, and a change for us is a simple one. We need to see that youth, percentage-wise, they've increased from being maybe less than 10% to about 50% or even more. I'm just making an example here, so that we can see when we say that youth have actually transformed the economy, we see numbers coming in. We also need to see young women participating in the different offerings of industry. So what I've emphasized on the 2 offerings is that the DTIC, together with its partners, such as the Department of Small Business and Development, and others, of course, we deepen the activities of SMMEs. In the municipalities as well, the entrepreneurs, the small businesses need to participate in the procurement activities that exist there. Government has set aside some percentages which you can access as entrepreneurs on the ground. It is you that you must be active in going to those economic development offices in the municipalities, in the metros, engage them, and make sure that also you get in touch with the agencies. We have got, for example, the Gauteng Enterprise Propeller. We've got the Small Enterprise Agency as well, running quite different areas of competitiveness, such as the incubation offerings of certain business development services. So we need to see you being active then. Another area that we as the DTIC seek to transform the economy, lastly, is building a capable state. Now, a capable state means, in simple terms, we seek to reduce the red tape. Some call it bureaucracy. You know, bureaucracy is good, but if it doesn't work, we need to change it. And youth have been very vocal into saying that the state need to change how they transform the economy through the reduction of the red tape. Now, if you as the general populace of the entrepreneurs see that there is a slow change that's brought about due to these bottlenecks created by red tapes, you need to be vocal about it. We've got policies. If our policies are not articulating that which you need to achieve, you need to be vocal about it. Policies, remember, they are not a cast in stone kind of narrative, but they can be changed. So be active. Visit the website of the DTIC and all its parent. Look at the offerings that the DTIC is offering. Be involved in changing the policy, informing the policy, and making sure that you get in touch with the different agencies so that we respond to what we need to change. But if there is non-response, especially from entrepreneurs who are previously marginalized, if there's no response on the current structure that our policies are narrating, then we will take it that you are comfortable, everything is okay. We are of the view that the economy needs to change and it must change fast. So through your participation and your involvement here in these small stalls, I think with our discussions with the Commissioner, we are going to be encouraging also that we take these kind of services to the metros and to the different districts so that we can be more on the ground to understand the things that are challenges, but also to resolve and pick up those quick wins and those high priority sectors so that we can jointly work together. On behalf of the DTIC, the DG, and the Minister, of course, we will want to say to you, you're welcome at what we call the campus of the DTIC. Make this your home. Don't visit Social Development Department too much, but visit the DTIC too much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Claessens. Ladies and gentlemen, young business people, I hope you are feeling welcome. I also hope that today will be of a practical value to you, that you will be able to get the assistance that you need to troubleshoot some of the problems in your businesses that you may be facing administratively, or at the very least get information about what to do or where to go. We are done with the official program for this morning, but we do have a program for the rest of the day where the different exhibitors will be coming here on stage for 5 to 10 minutes in an interview style format. They will be telling us about their services and what they have on offer. In between all the different exhibitors, the Competition Commission will also be sharing some case studies of some of the work that they've done, but including, for example, with the function of merger analysis, we will be able to share with you some of the funds that have been made available as part of conditions that we have set in mergers. Some of the work we've done in market inquiries. So watch out if you are walking about when there's someone on the podium, you can listen in. In terms of the event or the sequence of speakers, you can find these on the program, which looks like this, and it can be found in the Competition Commission store. But thank you very much. The event is officially opened.